Hey everybody, just got back from an amazing experience. My mixed chorus, Vancity Harmony, we did a three-city tour on Vancouver Island. This lighting is not great. Okay, I thought we were going to go for the informal lighting rather than turning on the LEDs, but here we go. So yeah, we just got back from a wonderful trip. It was the first time I've been on a bus tour, like a choir bus tour, since I was in grade 8. At which point I was 12 years old. So it's been a long time. And I don't remember the other one very well because it's been a long time. But this is like, imagine going on, people have these peak experiences when they're kids and they go on these bus tours and they get to know people and they're having a great time and they're playing their instruments or they're singing or whatever they're doing. And it's just like that, except everyone's an adult. And so it's the same. We sang to 3 basically sold out shows. Sydney, Duncan was not technically sold out, but it sure looked sold out from the stage. And Parksville, and of course we were staying in the same hotel. We're riding the same bus. We did a few things, went to the Malahat Skywalk, that kind of thing. And along the way, of course, you get to know people a little bit better. I've known a lot of the people in Vancity Harmony for years and years, but there's lots of new people, even local singers that I kind of knew that I didn't know very well. So an opportunity to have all kinds of interesting conversations with people and to get to know people better. I really recommend it. If you haven't taken your chorus or choir on a bus tour, give it a go. Having said that, the leadership has to be amazing to make it work, and we're very blessed with some very dedicated and skilled and talented people who make everything happen. Most obviously, the director is Donnie Rose, who I've known for a long time, and he's really good at what he does. He's so positive all the time, and yet sets a very high standard for everybody. And you really see him in his element when we sang a cappella quite a bit, but we also sang quite a bit with a band. And working with the band, and even letting us do some improvisation behind our tour partner, Ken Levine. We'll get back to Ken in a second. So Donnie's the most obvious, and he's doing a fantastic job. And then Amy Rose was behind the scenes doing all kinds of work, posting to social media until 2 o'clock in the morning. As well as doing a really amazing job as the co-MC of the show. One particular highlight that was improvised was when Ken Levine was doing his Elvis bit, and part of what Amy was supposed to do is bring up the Elvis outfit so he could put it on, and she smells it. And like the house lost it. It was perfect, but there were lots of little perfect moments that happened that way. A lot of them were Amy's fault. So Amy also doing a fantastic job. And then also in front of the group quite often is my sister Danya, and she's responsible for kind of the performance and visual aspect of what's going on, as well as doing a bunch of really amazing solos, such as on Skyfall, one of our big numbers. And Danya's always been amazing and continues to be amazing. And with this group, she's really hit her stride, I feel, with coming up with choreography that is minimalist and effective, and makes us look good, and it's doable by everybody, but adds so much to the overall performance. Now, most of that, of course, was done ages ago. So this is just like coming to fruition, putting it in front of real people. And there were like 900 people who saw us over the weekend. Lots of standing ovations and lots of very positive comments. And so that was really great. And then last but not least, Phil, the executive director, Phil Grant, just pours so much energy and skill and know-how into making all of this happen. And that's what I mean. So if you've got a team like that, then take your chorus on a bus tour, on a weekend bus tour, and it's going to be really, really fun. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, so Ken Levine is a guy good friend of Phil's, and it was really like it was almost Ken's show, and I think we were maybe equal on the billing, but it's, his pictures on the program and stuff. And I see why Ken is so popular. He's not only a really amazing singer, he's got this easy rapport with the audience, and I gather he does this kind of show quite often, especially on the island, and I can see why they keep coming back. Like, hey, Ken Levine's doing a show in town. We got to go see him again. So I get it. And some of the fun things we did on the show, it reminds me of all the barbershop touring that we used to do and all the fun stuff we did in quartet. So especially in contests, we'd be backstage and like a newer group would come off stage and we'd say, hey, nice recovery. And most of the time they didn't know we were joking. And they're like, what happened? What did I do? So I tried this on Ken because Ken doesn't know me that well. And so before the second show, when I came up to him and I said, oh, no, sorry, after the second show, and I come up to him and said, that was so much better. and his face just for a second was like, was there something wrong with the first show? But I think he realized that this is just the way I am sometimes, and hopefully he appreciated that comment. What else did I want to say? So I'm super excited. We just had such a great time. This is the Monday afterwards, and it's Family Day up here in Canada. So I am not working. Well, I'm dabbling a little bit in work, but I'm not really working. And I've got that feeling that you get after a convention where it's all over. There was all this excitement and all this ramp up, and you have a wonderful experience. And now it's like the post-convention, or in this case, post-tour situation. So, a little bit on the low side in terms of my mood, but I know I get over it pretty quickly. So yeah, and it's not a reason to not do it. It's definitely a highlight, a wonderful experience. Yeah, and so finally, I'm super excited for what Vancity Harmony is going to be doing in the future. We have this big show in June. I put the chorus website in the description of the video, so if you're interested in that and coming to our show, which you should be if you're anywhere near the Vancouver area, then by all means hit the website, get yourself tickets. They may not be for sale yet, but maybe they are. I'm not sure. I'm not in the leadership. I'm not one of the 4 amazing people making it happen. I'm just singing, which is a great experience in itself, by the way. I spend too much time being in leadership. This is great, being able to just contribute by hanging out and singing. Yeah. The theme of the show was the movies, and we're going to add some more movie songs before we sing in June. And hope you can all make it. That's it for now. Take care, everybody.